What's up, YouTube? It's Don Johnson. I wish I could say I had good videos to bring you. I still don't know what to make of the video I made a couple days ago about my situation. And lawyers are expensive. I'm trying to get a hold of some lawyers so I don't sound like an idiot when my arraignment comes up. In case anybody didn't see my previous video, about a month ago, I got really depressed and tried to leave the planet by some pain pills I had. And my girlfriend snapped me out of it, but the cops were already called because they didn't know what to do, how to handle me, and there was no way to know that I was going to calm down 2 minutes after the fact or something like that. So the cops showed up, this female cop, as I'm walking out of the bedroom or something. She just immediately walks in the house and feels up my pockets, which threw me for a loop because they weren't called here for a crime. They're called here because I was losing my mind and doing something stupid. So, but anyways, I sat down and then a few more people came in, paramedics, cops, I don't know what the mixture was. And I guess, like, they kept on saying I had no choice to go to the hospital, and me being still screwed up in the head and just calming down from what I was doing stupidly, I wasn't understanding it. And I told them, like, no, like 6 or 7 times. And then I said, well, I finally, you know, my head started to finally wrap around that I had no choice, I guess. Apparently. But they weren't really explaining to me why I had to go to the hospital. Because I was no longer a threat. I wasn't trying to do nothing that was done. My girlfriend had got the pills for me. And even though I just, stopped doing it. I mean, I can't explain the reasons why. I've always had that issue for the last 25 years of my 36 years on this planet. And occasionally I just try. That's the first time I tried the drug route, though. So that did scare me a little bit more because I never actually, no. I don't know where it came from. But anyways, and also I'm making this video because I might forget the details the longer this goes on, and I don't know what I can do to help myself, and so, and maybe if the lawyer asks a question I might have forgot, I might be able to look back at this video and see. But anyways, yeah, after the female comes in, she just starts searching me for some weird reason without really talking or saying nothing. And then, like I said, I sat down at the kitchen table. And I think one dude walked in and said, "What's going on?" And I said calmly, I mean, I wasn't raising my voice now. I just said, I got stupid and took a few pills, too many. And then I guess I didn't take as much as I thought I did. I only took like 3 of my pills. And I thought I took like 6 or something. I don't know. I told him between 3 and 6, which for me being a big guy wasn't that much, but it was enough. It was too much, I guess, either way. But anyways, after like 5-10 minutes of me saying no and they saying I had no choice, I said, fine, okay, I'll go. And I stood up to walk out the door with them, and then I said, oh wait, I need to, well, I probably didn't say, oh wait, I know I just said I need to text my boss because I didn't know if I was working tomorrow and let them know I'm unavailable. And they said no, and I think I said it like 1 or 2 more times, and then someone just decided to take me down. They smashed my head against the wall. Well, Becky said, and then while they were trying to knock me onto the ground for some reason I can't understand, because they're called to help. I'm not a criminal. I wasn't at risk. I wasn't a danger. I wasn't posing a threat to anybody. I wasn't yelling at my lungs. I was just trying to say I need to text my boss before we go to the hospital. So in case I was working in the morning, he knows I got a reason for not coming to work. But apparently that gave them enough reason to beat me up and bully me to the ground. And I pretty much just froze when they started touching me because I didn't understand what was going on. I never dealt with that kind of, when I was a kid, even when I had my little incidences that made me go to the hospital and I was manhandled by cops. I was never manhandled like that. I mean, that was, I guess, I don't know if that female officer was just having a bad day or just didn't like me from the start, or maybe it was the end of her shift and she got disappointed because this call came in. But, anyway, and then that don't make sense. I guess Becky tells me that she was behind me before they decided to tackle me for agreeing to go out the door with them. I just tried to convince them I wanted to use my, they didn't even offer to let my girlfriend get it or let me ask my girlfriend to do the text for me then. They just said no like once or twice, and then they just decided to take me down for no freaking reason. And then, like I said, I was in shock. I was pretty much frozen. They were moving me all over the place. But I was like a statue. I was hard to move because I didn't know what the heck was going on. And I know in my head I kept on saying they're cops, they're cops, they're cops, they're cops, they're cops, they're cops. So I could try to keep myself calm so I couldn't get in no trouble for nothing because I didn't know what the hell was going on. And I don't know, but I just kept on trying to stay focused on one of the badges. So I remember they're cops and, you know, didn't get no adrenaline rush to like, you know, do anything. And then all of a sudden, this girl that already has a bad attitude from the start hollers at them to tase me. And I don't even know, I'm not even a threat. I'm like frozen, but they're moving my hands. They're trying to, my pants are falling down. I'm hollering, my pants are falling down. I just want to pull my pants. I said, I already agreed to the hospital. I was trying to say, I just want to text my boss. I already agreed to go to the freaking hospital. And they're just saying, you're resisting. It's too late for that. I'm like, what do you mean it's too late? We were going out the door to go to the hospital. I just said I needed, but they didn't give up care. And then, the officer lady had them tase me a second time. They didn't use the prongs. They just tased me twice in the gut. But the first time, I was told from my girlfriend that the first time they tased me, fell backwards and slammed my head. They made me go backwards into the window a little bit and broke it. I've had neck pains a little bit nonstop since this happened back on March 6th. And then I got a jolt each time they pained me because I've always had issues. No one's diagnosed what's wrong with me. They just say it's acid reflux or GERD, but I've always get like these jolts up here. And they freaking tased me, and I got like 20 of them that night. But, I mean, I wasn't a threat to nobody. I didn't harm nobody. I wasn't raising my voice. I wasn't cursing. And I was already ready to go to the hospital, but they wouldn't stop. They talking about that I'm resisting, that I blew my chance. When I got up to go with them, I just said I wanted to text my boss. So I had a job, didn't lose it. I mean, but then, like I said, I was on the ground, my pants were hanging down, my junk was showing. I'm sure my girlfriend's parents and wanted to see that. Yeah, that was great. And then whoever decided to throw cuffs on me, they literally, I mean, I know it's hard to prove, and I gotta see where the camera is. I don't know if it still shows a little bit, I guess. Where's the camera? Anyways, I guess I can't get the angle because the iPad's too big to hold it right. But whoever put the cuffs on me squeezed the piss out of them when they cuffed me. And they put it right over that bone that's right here on the thumb, that connects to the thumb. And it was from the get-go. But I mean, literally 2 seconds after they put it on, I tried to tell them it was crushing my bone. I mean, and they, no, you're moving around too much. You're moving around. You're doing it to yourself. I'm like, no, I wasn't. And, I mean, within seconds, my hand went numb. This one did too, a little bit, but they didn't have it so high up in my bone. It was more a little bit lower where it should be, not crushing the bone. But, it took about, it's 4 weeks now, and I'm just now starting to get tingling sensations back in my hand right here. It still hurts when I do this, and it feels funny. It's almost numb still. And, then, like I said, my lower back was killing me from the way they took me down for no reason at all. There was no reason to have any kind of excessive force. I mean, I don't have a video camera. I wish my mom or Becky would have, not my mom, Becky or my girlfriend's mom, maybe my girlfriend would have just recorded it. But nobody could foresee that I was going to get friggin' bullied to the ground, get my head smashed against the window, get choked. That lady was literally trying to choke me. I couldn't breathe and stuff. And they're just saying I'm doing everything. I wasn't doing that. I mean, they're there to help me. And all they did is re-inflame my depression and drove me back into the hole. And then after they finally stood me back up, they pulled my pants up a little bit. And then walked me back out to the gurney. One of the guy officers calls me a twat, or says I'm acting like a twat. And then I asked the female that was in the ambulance, did he just say I'm a twat? And he goes, yeah, he just said, yeah, you are a twat. He might have said I was acting like a twat, but she plain out and just called me a freaking twat. And I'm like, what the hell did I do? I'm not a freaking, why am I being treated like a criminal? Why am I handcuffed when I wasn't even a threat? I mean, they weren't even there more than 5-10 minutes at most. And everything was fine. I was going to the hospital. I just stood up and said I needed to text my boss. And all I got was a no, not a, well, maybe your girlfriend can do it for you. And I don't know, maybe my girlfriend brought a point. Maybe they thought I was going to need to go in the bedroom to get it or something. They could just say, if I need to go in the bedroom, they could just have my girlfriend go in the bedroom and get it for me. But, I don't know. I guess it was the end of the show. I don't know what, I don't know, but, and then she pretty much mocked me and the whole I mean, I started rambling on about how fucked up my life was. Excuse the language, any kids that watch this. And all the stupid things I've done and the stupid things I did when I was a kid. And she was just ignoring me. She wasn't, I mean, she could hear what I'm saying, no doubt, because she's probably waiting for me to say something dumb. But she was pretty much just ignoring me. She didn't give 2 cents. She wasn't there to help. She was just there to tackle me, to make me feel miserable. In fact, I think she's hoping I would actually finish the job. That's the impression I got for her. She was pissed off I didn't finish the job. She would have rather just had her show up to pick my ass up than having to transport me to the hospital. And then I guess she was even making fun of me. I guess during their excessive force to take me down for no reason at all, she fell on the floor or something, got her uniform dirty. And so at first she claimed that like she thought she might have got hurt a little bit or something. I don't know what the deal was exactly, but mostly it was just because her uniform got dirty. And that was their own fault. I wasn't hostile. I wasn't doing nothing wrong. I was calmed down. But anyways, I wasn't understanding everything that happened because she's talking about it to other people as they left in the ambulance and stuff. And then, like I said, I was rambling on. She was pretty much ignoring me. She was just, saying the same thing over and over, but they're not really paying attention to anything you're saying. She was just doing what she could to make me feel like crap, even worse. And we get to the hospital. My pants were still halfway down. My junk was hanging out. My ass was showing. I couldn't roll my back because they had the cuffs on too freaking tight. I couldn't feel my right arm and stuff. And yeah, she wouldn't throw a blanket on me. They wouldn't help me pull my pants up or nothing. She just wheeled me all the way across the hospital with hundreds of people looking at me, making me feel like even worse crap, humiliating the fuck out of me. I swear she wanted me to kill myself. I mean, the pain was so bad in this arm, I couldn't stay still. I was trying to tip the bed over because I figured maybe I'd crack my head open. And she goes, oh, I'm going to laugh if you tip that gurney over because I'm not going to help you back up. And I'm thinking, that's a hard floor. I'm at least 3 to 4 feet up in the air. I tip it over, I'm probably going to crack my head open. And she's sitting there telling me she's going to laugh at me. And I'm, still not in the right frame of mind. I was, I'm regretting I didn't take all the pills, sort of. So if it wasn't for my girlfriend, I would have probably, I'm sad to say, and I probably wouldn't have stopped. But, I just don't understand. They were there to help, and mostly it was that female officer. All she did is did everything, made fun of me, ridiculed me, called me names, left the cuffs on super tight from the get-go, tried to say I did it myself, but they had it on their friggin' bone. I mean, it dug right in. I mean, it cut off my nerve. It's been like almost 4 weeks now, 5 weeks. And then, I don't know, I just wanted to get back out of the hospital as fast as I can. And then I guess the report that was on the monitor about me made me sound like a freaking monster. I was asking the lady that was at the computer, when can I get out of these restraints or whatever. And she's saying to me what the report said about me, and it made me sound like a freaking monster. It sounded like I was a criminal. I felt like I robbed the bank and tried to kill some people and random people stole a vehicle or something. I don't know. I was like, that's not what happened at all. And then the chief, I guess, or another boss, I guess, came down like a couple hours later. And I knew I was going to get a BS charge. I was thinking I was going to get a BS charge because he would not promise me. He's like, oh, well, there might be charges later come down the line. I'm like, charges in my head because I didn't want to. I was trying to stay calm so I could get out of the hospital as fast as I can. So I'm like, what charge? There's nothing impossible they could come to charge me with. I didn't do nothing. They bashed my head in on the window. They hurt my lower back more. They gave me jolts in my heart. They hurt my legs more. I mean, they amplified all the issues I had going on like tenfold. And then, like I said, they put me in a further dark hole with that lady making fun of me, ridiculing me pretty much, insulting me, and then waiting for me to finish killing myself. Because they walked away from, I mean, if they were really worried about me tipping over that gurney, common sense would have told her that it probably would have just cracked my head open, and then I'd probably be dead anyways. See, she wanted me to kill myself, I swear to God, because she was hoping I would have taken over the gurney and I would have smacked my head open. And, because if I got the power to rock the gurney, and I am a high suicide risk still, as they were saying, you want to leave the gurney where it can tip over, you put it between a wall, or you'd keep somebody around it to keep me from rocking it, or you'd strap it down or something. I mean, like I said, if it wasn't for my girlfriend calming me down just before the cops showed up, I probably would have been an idiot and tipped it over, hoping for the worst. But nonetheless, I waited almost 4 weeks thinking that everything's okay now. I couldn't really go any medical. I work 6 days a week, and I work from before sunrise to sunset, so I wasn't able to see any counselors. There's Commons Ground people tried to help me out, but then I missed one other calls, and they never called back again, so I guess they just closed me out. They said they'd call up to 4 times, but they only called once after like the 3rd appointment. I saw someone like twice, and then they called, and then they never called again. So I don't know. And then, like I said, I literally, not even more than 2 days ago, just got back to starting to feel a little bit more normal from, I mean, my thoughts in my head never went away. My doctor upped my Zoloft, another 50 milligrams. And then I get the freaking letter in the mail saying that I'm being charged with 1 RNO, which, according to lawyers and Google, is resisting obstructing. And I'm like, how the heck are they going to charge me with that? I wasn't resisting. I was frozen for the most part. They were the ones moving me all around and up and down, and they did it all because I wanted to text my boss. I had already agreed to go to the hospital. I got up to walk out the door with them. I just said I needed to text my boss, and then I guess that was the cue for a takedown. I mean, I used to laugh at all the YouTube videos I watch. I mean, it wasn't funny, but you know, all those other people that actually had a camera rolling when they got taken down and tackled, and some of them it looks like you could easily tell it was unnecessary, a no overreaction, and others might have been, but those were were for crimes, some way or another. They're crime related. Mine wasn't. They were called over to help. Before I got up from the table, I had already agreed to go to the hospital. That was already clear. Everybody knew. I said, fine, okay. So, I don't know what to do. Lawyers want like $3,500. Couple lawyers. I got one lawyer that wants to meet me. But I don't know how much money he's going to want up front. My hearing's in less than 13 days. So, I'm kind of caught. If I go in without a lawyer, I'm probably going to get screwed even worse. But I can't have that on record. It didn't really happen. I'm barely hanging on to my life as it is. I don't have my own place. I'm stuck living with my girlfriend's parents. And there's nothing wrong with that. I just don't like it because that's just not right. But anyways, I just wanted to give a more detailed story to what happened. And I'm still looking for support and any financial help towards my medical bills from the previous time, because and apparently, I guess you can't ask for money on. Like I said, I got weak, and I even tried to do a GoFundMe page, but apparently, you can't mention that if you're trying to raise money to pay off medical bills, and you're also trying to get a lawyer, because they suspended my account. I read it over again. I still don't understand what I said that was wrong. I just explained my situation in writing on that site too. Because like I said, I know this might be dumb of me to get on here and make videos about it. But I'm still, I don't know. I got nothing to lose. I'm at rock bottom. Nobody wants to help me anyways. I mean, I don't know. People make bad choices, like people buy cars without going through proper channels to make sure it's legit before they hand over the cash, and then also they do GoFundMe page or something, and all of a sudden they get like 2, 3 times, 4 times more money than they lost, so they get a better or newer car. And then there's lots of other stories out there, but I don't know what's wrong with me. I don't know. People don't want to help me. I get the cold shoulder, and like I said, I got a female cop that just hated me from the get-go and just doing everything to help me finish my job, I feel. And now it's going to look really bad on me too, because if I can't get the charge fixed, because when I get pulled over for speeding or something in the future, they're going to see the R&O charge, and they're going to automatically assume it was a criminal thing, more than likely. And then the ones that have a bad attitude, like she did, are going to do it. I can already know they're going to try to irritate me. They're going to try to set me off so they can pin another charge on me and turn it into a felony or something. And that wasn't even the case. It wasn't for a crime or nothing, but I'm going to be guilty with any officers that haven't been to stop me for whatever reason and run my name through. I'm gonna be guilty, and it wasn't even for a crime, and it wasn't even true. But I guess some people just meant in life to have bad luck non-stop, and but if anybody does want to help me out, I'll put the link again by chance. I don't know how I can ever repay if anybody does help, but it's gonna be a link down there. It'll be like paypal.me/dboy31, I think. I don't know. I'll put it down there again. For anybody that watches this video, I thank you. I'm sorry. What better sources are event to than internet that you don't know how many people are going to watch or... Anyways, I said 25. Dang, I thought this was going to make this like 10 minutes. It was 25 minutes. All right. I got to be up at 3 in the morning for work again, so I'm going to cut it off here. Peace, thanks, and hope everybody's having a better life than me. Leave comments if you like, and help out if you want. Thanks.